It's the RAM Man. Overclocking results are here. Should you get the Ryzen 2700X? I don't know. Should you get a Ryzen 2700? We're going to take a look at the overclocking potential of the Ryzen 7 2700. I should probably just keep saying 2700 for the entire video. Now let's see here. So, comes with AMD's new Wraith Prison cooler. Better acoustic performance. Yes. The acoustic performance is super important. I'm guessing you should just buy the chip based on this better acoustic performance. The 2700X overclocked to 4.3 gigahertz with the Corsair H90 cooler. That's pretty cool. So it looks like the node shrink yielded 300 to 400 megahertz gain over the Ryzen 1000 series. That's pretty good. And if you notice, the Ryzen chips scale very well. So just that small jump seems to really taken a huge performance leap compared to an Intel chip. You know, because you could take a Sandy Bridge and run it at 5 gigahertz out of the box, and you've pretty much been able to do that with every i7 since then. And most Intel processors will hit that 5 gigahertz, but Ryzen seems to do more with less. So 4.3 gigahertz, that's a pretty good jump. Firestrike. So you can see here it scored 22,226 points in Firestrike, 4.25 gigahertz, close to the stock Threadripper. That's not surprising. This part was pretty interesting though. The 3600 megahertz DDR4. That's pretty interesting because 3600 megahertz. I mean, that's not really that common right now. That's pretty high performance. It's surprising considering that the spec is listed at 2933 megahertz for DDR4, and he was able to run it at this speed. So either that's a mistake or yeah, it runs it. So it looks like the X470 motherboards are going to be awesome. Definitely. XFR 2.0. I mean, you really don't need this. This is like if you don't know how to overclock, or if you overclock and you want to see if the stock XFR will actually increase your overclock a little bit more if you're being a little conservative. But if you're overclocking aggressively, you're going to be able to push it just as high as an XFR 2.0 can. That's mostly for just out of the box higher frequencies there. And that's pretty much it. So it looks like we got an 8-core 16-thread Ryzen 7 2700X down to 2700, 2600, 6-core 12-thread. 2600, that's probably going to be the sweet spot that everyone goes for there. 199 for 6 cores, 12 threads, and 65 watt TDP. Supports DDR4, same 2933 megahertz, and I'm willing to bet that you can overclock this to the same frequency as this guy or lady. Or if not, you could probably get it at least here, 4.1 gigahertz. For 199, I mean, that's the best deal, so we're just gonna have to see what happens. Alright, that's it for today. As always guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.